What's up everyone, Hachi here bringing you another Clash of Clans video. Now, witches are back. They are definitely back and better than ever. In this last patch, Town Hall 12's got a new level witch, and so what they did was they went ahead and gave Town Hall 10's another level witch, they gave Town Hall 11's another witch, so everyone kind of bumped up a level. Now, that being said, we are fools if we do not explore the witches, and I will tell you that they are back and better than ever. Let's check it out. Okay, so this attack that we're going to be looking at, this is not a new attack by any means. This is an age-old favorite. We're going to call it the Witch Slap, but at a Town Hall 10. So, I'm over here, I'm taking a look at this. We'll look at a couple of friendly challenge first, but first of all, I want to show you this base. Okay, so we're looking at a maxed out Town Hall 10. So we're talking Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10. And you'll see the army composition here. We're looking at 14 witches, 4 healers, and a bunch of wall breakers. Now, I don't think we really need the wall breakers. You could probably put in some wizards, some archers to pick off some outlier buildings, maybe a minion or two. And the other thing too that Frosty's using right here, he's got 8 freeze spells, one heal spell, and 1 rage. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do attack a little bit later on, and I'm going to change up that composition a little bit because I'm not a big fan of it. But Frosty tears through this base, this maxed out Town Hall 10 base here, and he just rips through it with a friendly challenge. So, first of all, just like most bases, you want to create a good funnel. What you're going to do is you're going to want to drop 5 witches. 5 witches on one side, 2 healers behind them, 5 witches on the other side, 2 healers behind them. You got a wall wrecker with bowlers in the wall wrecker. Send that right down in the middle of those. Once you've got your funnel created, put 4 witches behind it, and then drop your heroes and let them just go into the middle and tear everything up. Now, once again, I mentioned the heal spell. I'm not a big fan of heal spells. I prefer jump spells to kind of use them to get your troops into the last 2/3 of the base. I don't think heal spells really help that much, especially not against single shot infernos. I mean, if we're talking miners, if we're talking hogs, then, you know, yeah, now heal spells are pretty important. But for witches, for bowler attacks, I'm just not a big fan of heal spells. So that being said, let's check out Frosty's first attack here. You'll see he drops those witches down and puts the healers up, then he drops them on the other side. He's kind of going in on the corner, which isn't one of my favorite things to do. I like to attack on the flat side of a base, but he creates a great funnel, pulls it off well. You know, wall wrecker hits the wall right there, and now it's going to go in and they're going to take out that expo. So you got the skellies going crazy on each side. Healers are healing up the witches. They're doing a great job. You got the wall wreckers going in now. King went to the middle, queen went to the middle. Nobody's walking. Clan castle troops come out. Now this is an important thing. So he freezes the clan castle troops, kind of missed some of them there, drops the poison. Okay, freezes them again. So now that the clan castle troops don't really have time to do much damage, and plus you want the queen to get up there and take them out. Freezes clan castle troops again, and this is a key part of the step here. You got these infernos on single shot aren't really going to do anything unless they lock onto your hero, so you probably want to keep onto a couple of freezes. Then he runs into the big bombs, but the king takes those like a champ, but they end up taking him out. He drops his rage there in the middle, and now this attack kind of stalls out a little bit, but you'll see he's still got 3 witches down to the bottom. I think 2 witches up to the top, and everything else is in the middle just tearing it up. Okay, he drops a freeze there on that wizard tower and the town hall, and he drops a freeze on the back side there. I think he's just trying to hoping to get that town hall. Sends in some wall breakers that aren't really necessary because that cavern there is completely accessible by the queen, but hey, you got the troops, you might as well use them. Let's see, so King's coming around there. You know, actually, I thought it was his king that died in the middle, but his king must have walked down south. King's coming around the outside. Queen's taking out the lesser threats here. Now, all that's left, you have a couple cannons, an inferno, a wizard tower, and look at that army of skeletons going through with the king. They're going to start most of the fire. He's going to step in, and he's just going to take everything out. Now, once you get into the witch, or not the witch, the wizard tower is going to take out some of those skellies pretty quick, but ultimately, you still have the king there. Unfortunately, Inferno Tower locks right onto the king, and it's probably... Oh, he luckily stepped just outside of that. He's got that freeze that he was holding on to there. You know, he went ahead and froze that up. Everything's good. He's still got so much power. Healers are keeping those witches alive down south. There's not much left to really take him out. You got a troll Tesla up in the corner. King is probably going to get taken out by that. Queen's going to go finish that off first. Skellies break through the wall, take out that single shot Inferno, and you are done. Super powerful attack. Easy peasy. Once again, I was saying, you know, I think that spell composition's a little bit off, but, you know, it's still a super powerful attack, and however, you know, it works. So let's go ahead and take a look at this other one here. He's going to do the same thing. Now, this is one of those, another one of those kind of four corner style bases. This base just completely gets obliterated. Same thing. He goes and attacks on a corner, and that's one thing I will say about these island bases like this. It's smart to attack on a corner, and I'll actually do it. This is one of the few bases that I will actually attack on the corner as well. So he starts from the top, breaks that first level wall. Witches are sending tons of skellies in there to tank. Gonna take out one expo with the wall wrecker. King's gonna come in, take out the other expo, and you're just gonna work your way to the middle. Now, Infernos are all the way down south, so you're gonna get so much value coming through here on this attack. Now, CC troops came out, that drag's going, he frees that drag perfectly, drops a poison spell, so he's going to cook those balloons in the poison spell, kill the drag. Queens now is going to finally engage those CC troops. He freezes there on the middle. That dragon's kind of chasing after the king, not really doing much. You got a little Tesla farm right there, that could be some trouble. Drops a freeze on that. I mean, he's already deployed his troop. He's not having to worry about anything complicated, and all he's got to do is just follow his troops around and drop freeze spells when he needs. Now, they're kind of split here. He drops the freeze, gets it off the queen. It was targeting the queen. Unfortunately, she's going to stay close to that wall. Oh, wow. But the Inferno decided to go ahead and target the witches up to the north, so he got lucky there. So you got troops down to the south. You kind of split here, which can be a problem sometimes. But you've got a huge contingent up here. Everything goes south. Looks like the Skellies are going to go after that single-shot Inferno. Those healers are on a mission to die, apparently, from a black bomb. That was unfortunate. Looks like they were going to go down and try to heal some troops, do their job. Okay. So now, Southern Inferno locks onto the queen. He uses the queen ability perfectly before he loses his queen. Skellies help break in. They're going to take out that Inferno. You got one more witch and a bunch of Skellies to join back in the battle. And you know what? They're going to go get that final expo, and that expo is going to be no match whatsoever for that. And I'm going to speed up here. We'll finish that off. Now, it would be a miss if I didn't see this attack and go try it myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to my Town Hall 10 account, and then I'm going to go on I'm going to go use this attack in a raid, and we're going to totally decimate it. So let's check that out. Okay, so here we're going to take a look at this. I went ahead and I 3-starred the number 7 here. I was the number 8, so I tacked up one base to clear this number 10. The guys in my clan just said, go ahead and tack the lowest or the highest base that you can 3-star. So I was like, I'll go up one, because that was the highest Town Hall 10. Now this is going to be, let's go ahead and take a look at this here real quick. We already know the outcome. I did get a 3-star. You know, so we're going to take a look at this base. Now, this is very similar to the other one. All these island bases are kind of the same. You know, you've got your Infernos kind of spread out, but this is a maxed out base. Well, I see a couple of Archer towers that aren't completely maxed, but for the most part, this is a pretty high defensive base. Few Wizard towers aren't maxed out either. You know, he's got a 34, 35. King and Queen, Expos are matched. So this is pretty close to a max base. So no easy feat by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm looking at this base, and I'm just going to attack from the top the exact same way we saw Frosty do. And you know, I'm just kind of scouting it out right now, taking a look at it. But so there we go. I dropped 5 witches, healers right behind them, 5 witches, healers right behind them. Put my wall wrecker down. And I'm going to wait for that funnel. I'm going to drop witches kind of slowly before I get my heroes in there, because I don't want my king walking and I don't want my queen walking. Walls broke. They're going to go into that compartment now. Now it's all on. So once again, no complicated queen walks. I'm not having to do late stage of deployments or anything, or holding any troops back. I'm just mobbing in the middle. I'm going to drop a rage spell. Because I know moving into it, there we go. I'm going to freeze that E-Dragon, because those things will wreck queens when they're in the middle there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop another freeze on them here. So you'll see, you know, my flanking troops over on the right side are doing good. Left side kind of fizzled out. Queen steps up, helps take out, and that's the nice thing too, is the witches help take out air. It seems to be everything's air nowadays. In the clan castle, so Queen as well as the witches will take those out. Now, I misplaced that jump spell. I was hoping to get a 2-for-1 there in those compartments, but I didn't get that south side one. At this point, I kind of freaked out a little bit, like, oh no, I tanked the attack. But I still got that contingent up top right, doing a great job. Queen's down below. I drop a freeze on the on that Inferno there, and right now my biggest concern is that Inferno targeting the Queen, but right now it's targeting those skellies. Okay, so it just locked onto the Queen. And I'm going to go ahead and pop the queen's ability to get it to move off. Unfortunately, she broke through the wall there. Now I got a couple giants, couple skellies. Skellies are going to go in there, try to get after that inferno. Queen's going to walk around. King's coming around the bottom side with a huge army of skellies, and there's no big concern there. A couple of bowlers from the clan castle as well. Now, this Inferno most likely, yep, it locks onto my queen there, and I've already used her ability, so she's going to get cooked right here. And at this point, I'm a little concerned, but honestly, the Wizard Tower is going to take out some skeletons, but I've got such a huge mass of skellies coming. They're going to take out that Inferno, which isn't going to kill my king. And then look at that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 witches still coming up the middle, and all those skellies. So I've got this no problem. Easy 3-star. I was a little bit nervous there once my queen got taken out, but for the most part, smashed this base. Now, this is just one replay I'm showing you. I could show you countless if you really wanted to see them. This attack is so strong. Ideally, get good at this one for right now. We know that meta's changed within this game, but get good at this attack because this is all you really need. Ground, air, island, doesn't matter. I have not seen a base yet that I can't 3-star with this attack. It's incredibly overpowered, but it's super, super fun because it's not that complicated. I mean, sure, you've got, you know, drag bats and P.E.K.K.A. bow bats and all these other fancy, you know, exotic, complicated attacks out there, which are really cool, and you should practice them and you should get good at them because the strategy in those attacks are great. But you know what else is fun? 3-starring and not really having to worry or work too hard for it. That's a lot of fun. So if you're Town Hall 10, I strongly suggest you do this attack. You practice this attack, get good at this attack. You're going to be 3-starring across the board. Any Town Hall 10, I guarantee it. I hope you like this video. I hope it helps you out. Post in the comments, what do you think of this attack? Have you been using it? Do you like it? Is this new to you? If this is new to you and you start smashing other bases with attack, please give me a thumbs up. Like, if you want to see any of my further content, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. I sure do appreciate it. Now, I will catch you on the next one.